Hello everyone, Dan here with The Wealth Instinct. I wanted to share with you my latest blog, Marketing Your Online Business Using the Scientific Method. But first, if I could ask a favor, if you could subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon so you get notifications. I share a lot of content about online business, digital marketing, and also personal development and mindset. So this is something I wanted to share with you. I first started marketing back in 2014 and for a business that I was opening, and back then I had a very fixed mindset about what marketing was and who was good at marketing and who wasn't. Basically, I thought that certain people were born as just kind of this understanding what's cool and what isn't, and they were the ones that knew how to make good marketing. Kind of like this Mad Men approach, almost like this belief in kind of this cool factor about what marketing is and what it isn't, and it's more almost just a very limited mindset. And what I've learned over the years is that it's really a skill you can learn. It's not something you're born with. It's a skill you can learn, and there's principles to it that you can apply. And then once you apply these principles to design your marketing campaign, it's really all based on testing. You test, you get a result, you adjust, test again until you optimize your campaign, and then once it's optimized, you scale it. And it's a much more repeatable scientific approach than just it's more of a science project than an art project, right? There's an art aspect to it, but there's a very science approach to it as well. And really, what allows that is direct response marketing. I still remember my very first ad that I took out when I first opened my business. I did all kinds of different marketing campaigns, some mail, some print, some door-to-door, some online, some social media, some organic, some paid. I hired agencies, did some on my own, did all different types of marketing approaches. And one of the very first campaigns I did was for a grand opening, and I bought an ad in a local paper. They had come to me and told me how great they were and how effective, how many readers they had, and I think the ad was like $600, which is pretty reasonable, I thought, and it was going to be printed in 52,000 papers, and of course some of those got mailed to people's houses. Some would sit in a store and people would come buy them, and then just kind of doing this kind of mental math, I'm like, well, okay, so how many papers are actually going to be delivered to someone's hand, and of those people, how many are going to actually open it, and of those that open it, how many are actually going to see my ad, and of those that see my ad, how many are actually going to respond, either call or come in or share it with a friend or take some action, right? And I was really excited about it, and I thought, wow, if only 100 people come in with this coupon on that day, that would be awesome. Like, that would be amazing, and that's a small percentage of the total that went out. But the truth is that on that day of the grand opening, I had no evidence at all that anyone even saw my ad. No one mentioned it. No one brought in a clipping of it. No one called and said, hey, I saw your ad in the paper. And so it was really kind of frustrating. And the awesome thing about digital marketing is that you can actually see the results. You can, through your ad manager, depending which platform you're using, you can actually, look at how much you're spending, look at your reach, look at how many people are actually taking the call to action, whatever it is. Either you're collecting an email address or they're clicking on a video and watching a video, or they're buying a product. You can actually see all these results and see how effective it is, and then make adjustments. And so that's the really awesome thing about direct response marketing. And it's what allows you to optimize your campaign and use sort of a scientific approach where you use principles to develop a campaign that is proven to have results in the past, and then you test the campaign you created, make some adjustments, test it again, make some adjustments, test it again, and dial it in till it's optimized, and then, only then, do you increase your budget and start scaling it up. And even then, when you've got it scaled up, you still want to reserve some part of your budget to do additional testing so that you can see if you can improve it over time. And after years of kind of working on my own and hiring multiple different agencies and friends of friends and different people to do marketing for me, I actually eventually got the opportunity to work with some of the best digital marketers. And what really surprised me was that they were so humble, and they didn't they didn't say things like, well, I've been doing this for this many years and I know what works and I know what doesn't work. They didn't talk like that at all. They really were very humble and said, well, this is the approach that we've used in the past and this is what we tested. And when we ran this many clicks or this many views to this ad, this is the result we got, and after this much testing, this was the winner of the testing, and this is, and it's just a very scientific, very humble approach, and it's all based on data. And that's what really surprised me when I worked with some of the guys and women who were some of the best digital marketers, and it was kind of eye-opening for me. And also the other thing is they talk about all the mistakes they made. They say I've become an expert because I've made literally every mistake, and that's what makes you an expert, and that's what holds people back the most is the fear of making mistakes. But making mistakes is actually what allows you to learn to become an expert. So hopefully this is helpful to you guys. I'd love your feedback to know if it is or isn't. But if you want to get started in digital marketing, really one of the best things you can learn is copywriting. That's kind of the fundamental thing, and that's what allows you to create leverage, is that you write some email, you write some ad, you write some written sales letter that you can send out hundreds, thousands of times, and that written copy becomes your sort of sales associate, the one you keep sending out to new people, whoever clicks on your ad or whoever gets your email. And that's a skill. It's a skill you can learn. There's a process to it. You can learn it and get better at it. And the better you get, the more conversions you're going to get to sales. And so it's one of the best things you can learn. And then obviously you also want to learn about buying traffic. And there's different platforms where you can do that. And you also want to learn about setting up follow-up campaigns. And then also not just the follow-up campaigns, but learn about direct follow-up and how to just talk to people, how to connect with people, build relationships, and listen to them and understand their wants, needs, frustrations, worries, and help them find solutions to the problems they're facing and help them get the results they want. That's really what it's all about. It's about service. So if you are interested in learning more, click on this link here, apply here, and it will take you to an application for the Entre Blueprint training, which, to be honest, is the best training I found in terms of online business. It will walk you through a lot of the different options available and help you understand sort of the landscape in online business and what the best options are, and figure out if it's a good fit for you or not. Like maybe it's not a good fit for you, and if you go through this training you'll know if it is or isn't. And then if you do feel like it's a good fit, it's going to help you to see which business model might be the best for you and help you understand what your options are moving forward. So definitely recommend clicking on that and checking it out. I would love to hear your thoughts and comments. If you have any questions, love to chat with you. And thank you so much for watching. And again, please subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon. And we'll talk soon. Have a great day.